Hello, Debbie Downsiders. This is a special Patreon excerpt. We tried something new because I'm in LA for a little bit and Russell's in New York. We wanted to talk to our patrons, so we set up a taping where we shot the shit, but then we talked to we talked to an optometrist. We talked to someone who is going. A student who's going to college for acting despite all my advice. I shared what I think we all can agree is the greatest stand-up bit I've ever written about the nuances of dirty talking. No one's ever touched that topic before, but I tackled it head on, if you know what I mean.
Our producer Paige shared public accusations about Gianmarco's continued harassment.
Russell defended Neil Gaiman fully. So here's an excerpt of that. And we're going to be doing a couple more of these this year. So join the Patreon. You get two bonus episodes every month. And then we're going to do this maybe once every 3 months, where you can join and ask us questions, share this Gotta Stops, and build this downside community. So thank you very much. And for those of you in LA, I hope you are all safe and sound and enjoy.
Danielle, I'm going to let you in.
Oh, crap.
Danielle.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. So
Thanks for joining.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Because I love attention. No, but
I hear you.
I really like you guys. And this podcast is good. But I do have This Has Gotta Stop, actually.
Go for it.
So people often ask questions that it's clear they ultimately didn't want the answer to. They don't want an honest answer. Especially do you mind if I, and then it's a pretense I'm going to let them do the thing. For example, this week on my social media, people that I don't know that know my ex-boyfriend messaged me and were do you mind if I ask why you broke up? And I was yeah, you can ask, but I do mind and I'm not going to tell you. And they seemed so distressed by that. But why would I tell them? I'm not going to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, I get that. It's the fake ask. They're saying,
you
"Tell
already
me."
did it.
Yeah.
Right. Do you mind as I'm doing it? Do you mind that I'm doing it? Because I'm supposed to say no. I'm
well, first let me ask. Do you mind if you tell me why you broke up with? No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I get it. It's so. It's just like a cultural. It's people need to accept. There's some things you're just not gonna know about. And it's why did people break up?
Yeah.
And it's how did
why
they die?
Why did they die?
Why did they die? We talk about that one a lot. And that's when you just got to sit on. I agree.
And you can Google you can Google for hours. You can go to Facebook and plug in their name and where they live and search everything, and you just won't get an answer sometimes. So we just have to know that. I agree. There's just no society's put the rule of the do you mind thing in because it would be jarring to just ask directly and not say that. But that's what you're doing anyways. So yeah, I don't know.
I agree with you. I think I remember when Facebook was around. I mean, Facebook is still around, but when Facebook was the dominant app, when people broke up, it would show up in your newsfeed.
Yes.
It would be Sean and Kate are no longer in a relationship.
No longer.
And it was like TMZ for your social life.
Take me back to those times. That was And sometimes people would comment. There was an era of that would happen and be oh my God, what happened? People would just say the comments under
They just say it right then and there.
Yeah. Oh my
God,
it
could
what
be
happened?
worse.
Yeah, no, yeah, and I don't mind, but it is an overall trend of people will ask a thing that ends in a question mark, but you're supposed to give a particular answer. So the only other example that I feel is remarkable to me is that literally people this happened more than once, but once somebody literally asked during sex, "Am I the best you've had?" And I said no because they weren't. And I don't think that's my fault. that ruined the mood because they didn't have to ask me.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That is
why ask?
crazy
Why,
to
I
ask.
would never. I would
never ever
No.
could I imagine asking that.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's like
oh,
my
man.
that's like don't take I was about to say that's like my mom does the opposite, and it's not the same example. Where I'll tell her a joke and she goes, not your funniest. And I go, I wasn't asking if it was my funniest. It's kind of the inverse of that. I bet you my mom, not to get too good, I bet in bed my mom goes, this is not the best I ever had. And he goes, I
Yeah.
didn't ask that. I completely agree with you. It's a bad societal trend. Don't ask a question if you don't want the answers.
Yeah.
And honestly, Danielle, I think you are being the change you want to see in the world. I don't think that person is ever going to ask anyone ever again,
That's
am I the
true.
best? And you did that. And you should be proud of yourself for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Good
is
for
doing
you.
them a favor, like future partners.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you. That's true.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for listening, and thank you for sharing. This has got to
Thank
stop.
you.
Take care, Danielle.
Wow.
My God,
Can you imagine?
I'm trying to think if like there's
Can
ever
you
been a
imagine?
moment where I felt so confident where I was like, am I the best you ever had?
No. I'm not asking a damn thing. I'm saying.
I ask, am I top
everything
10?
Okay. Yeah. Hey, you're quiet. Is everything okay?
hey.
What can I do? Should I leave?
Not
Not my best work. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't dirty talk.
No.
No.
I mean, I would not say no that strongly, but not in a bravado way about myself.
I certainly don't ask. The only question I ask is this okay? But that's the only question. There's no dirty asks. There's no dirty. Can I tell you early stand up? Like I had some early stand up that was like just filthy. Just filthy.
Yeah.
And you look back on it and you go, yeah, it's too much. And it was you know what? This will be a little treat. I'm gonna, not a treat. I mean, depend. I guess if you really like me, I'm gonna tell you this bit. Because I just realized I haven't. I'm in my Google Doc and I did Control F, pussy so, and here it is. Dirty
How
question.
many documents came up?
So this is like my comedy. It's called the comedy canon. This is like all the jokes that are like done. Who knows? I'll look over it, and this is still in there. So and this is not about Tova. This is about a made up girlfriend. I wrote this.
Yeah.
Okay, full bit. My girlfriend's really into, well, it's not so much dirty talking as dirty asking. Like, oh, this is awful comedy. You like that pussy? You like that fucking pussy? Yeah, that's why I paid for dinner. That's so. Or her favorite is, that pussy's so tight. That pussy's so tight. And I know what she wants me to say, but the foundation of a healthy relationship is honesty. And if I'm being honest, but here's the thing. I don't want a tight pussy. I don't want to get my dick in a Winnie the Pooh situation. Snug. How about snug? That pussy's so snug. Sure. Can we please stop talking? That pussy's so delicious. Delicious. Are you out of your goddamn mind? No one's ever ordered pussy flavored LaCroix. The pussy is the armpit of the legs.
Okay, it's coming around. It's coming around. It's good now.
And listen, I always go down, and I think I got my 10,000 hours in high school because I kept coming too fast. But here's the thing: eating pussy is less about skill; it's more about lack of self-worth. Watercoloring, that's a skill. For 20 minutes, that's just too much free time. And usually I get the job done, but women are different. Some women you touch and they go, oh, and you're like, oh, where are the cameras? That's a sketch called Back Russell. Where are the cameras? But other women, it's like trying to get water to boil by going like this. And listen, I know I'm in for a long night when I have to switch hands. Let me tell you something, ladies. I wasn't saving the better hand. And soon all your fingers are numb. So then you got to use your whole arm. And then you got to just do squats to get any kind of momentum going there. And then she hits your hand away. And she says, just let me. Just suck on my nipples, you little bitch. And women have this unfair advantage because when I go down a woman, you might go too fast. And she goes, okay, a little gentler. But when she does it herself, she's like, ah! Like she just spilled wine on a new rug. And she's trying to get the stain out. And then if she can't make herself do it, I go, aha, it's not me, it's you. If she can't do it, nobody can.
Wow.
I did that at a
I
prison
can't wait.
on the Lower East Side, and it fucking killed.
I
Oh
can't wait
my
to read that.
God.
I can't wait to read that transcription in the New York Times. Comedian subjects 75 patrons. Sexual tirade.
I remember some of the worst gigs I ever had, and let me tell you, that bit saved my life.
You're listening to The Downside
The Downside.
with Gianmarco Soresi.